Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain, and welcome to the first part of my Let's Play of Thomas Was Alone for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon, links in the description at the bottom. And yes, I'm just gonna start doing a little bit of indie games for... yeah, starting off with this interesting little game, Thomas Was Alone, which is apparently a very emotional journey about shapes. Yeah. Alright, just nothing quick, nothing too crazy, and let's see. Commentary. Okay. Alright, well, okay, then let's just go and see, let's just take the plunge.
Hello, I'm Mike Bithell, and I made, well, this game, Thomas Was Alone. Thank you for buying a copy. That's very kind of you, unless you've pirated it, in which case, please go and buy a copy. It's in sales quite regularly, hopefully. It's weird speaking to you from the past. So, this is Thomas. He is, well, whose name?
Hold on, let me just, okay, that's obviously for, like, when you, start off the main, or you already finished the main game, so, oopsies. Alright, hold on a second here. There we go. The program was a failure. People forgot this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to AIs as a joke. Thomas AT236-2 wasn't special, it was just an AI at the right place at the right time.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
Said the name. And yes, I am a little AI thing named Thomas. Hi there. So basically just kind of looks like a, well, platformer with, well, the story.
Decided to start listing his observations for posterity.
Oh, hey, no, that's supposed to be my thing.
The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
But is he good at jumping? I'd say he's getting the knack of that too. Whee! Boop. Boop, boop. Alright. Nothing over there.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
Oh, you mean like that thing we've been doing for a couple of minutes now? Hey, he's got it! Yay!
Worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Alright, yep, let's keep going! Whee! I know how to fall and fall upwards now!
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
And the world being... the world being me.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Paranoia.
Oh boy. Okay, so there was nothing down there, and Thomas cannot swim. Got it.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Well, then again, importance in an action really depends on the person performing said action, so... I mean, hey, there's gotta be something at the end of all this, so let's find out.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
A little meta there.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
Alright, didn't know it was boiling and toxic,
Another
so...
mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
Ooh.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Well, maybe that's why we're going through these portals, to find something or somebody. Boop, boop. Whee!
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Well, I'm here. But Thomas doesn't know about me, so... I've submitted hundreds of bug reports. I thought that I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts, one of one AI was about to be spawned into an apartment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Alright, so now I'm this asshole Christopher. Hey! Hey, Thomas! Over here! Get over here, you... get over here! Hey! Help me out here, you git! Alright, fine, hold on a second. See? I'm here to help you. Ah, bugger off.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
Yeah, see, I can do this.
Actually, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but, you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Ah! Whee! Oh! Hang on, Chris, I'm coming. Yeah, you're coming all right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like I needed you, dickhead. Yeah, no, Christopher seems like an asshole. Oh, now what's this?
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
Ooh. Ah.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Oh God, Chris, just get over yourself. Wait.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Well, still better than you were before, so... Ooh. Alright, there we go. Hooray!
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
And don't get your hopes up. Alright, there you go. See, you didn't need them. Yeah, no, you totally did, Chris. Oh, shut up. Whee! Oh, there's someone new now.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Alright, so now we got this new guy, John. He's a big tall guy. There we go.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
I don't know. Just random guys from random places.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
Ooh, he can smell awesome, eh?
To flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
So Thomas is overly curious, Chris is a loner asshole, and John's a bit of a show-off.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies.
Or
You
does?
could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Ooh, I got a thing. Not sure what that thing was, but I got it.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Alright, there we go. Got all three of them down there. Well, excuse me for trying to defy the narrator there. Blech.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
There we go. Now, let me think here. Oh, come on, Chris. Put some legwork into it. Maybe there's like a switch up ahead or something? Nope. There we go. Okay, come on down here, elevator.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Alright, let's see here. Ah, almost there. Phew, that was close. Ah, so that's how it works. 3 amigos. Alright, got the trophy. I got a trophy here, so that's good. Boom, boom. Hey, big, hey, red smiley dipshit, get over here. Over here.
Interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Yeah. Alright, gonna require some crackerjack time in here.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Well, good for you, John. The initial group possessed simple variations in size and strength. The more complex configurations were inevitable. As the era spread, these variations became increasingly extreme. Oh, there's a big blue boy here!
This was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed.
Oh!
Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
Cool! She could float!
She'd need a cape. There's no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion.
You could have. You could be
a cape. That made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Wee.
All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you.
Blomp.
Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Well, I've heard worse superhero names. You ever read any comics from the 90s? Ugh.
Claire arrived just in time. It was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Yeah, don't worry, Thomas. Here comes Super Claire.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Well, hopefully not a lot.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. Claire arrived just in time. It was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Yeah, I want to get that square.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Very conveniently placed.
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Because then otherwise we wouldn't have any challenge. Alright, let's see here. Boop, boop. Toot toot. There we go. Oh, this is pretty easy.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice.
Yeah.
He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Wait. Yeah, but for now, Chris still had some of his uses. Not a whole lot. I mean, aside from being a grumpy jackass, but...
Wait. Where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall?
Oh, who cares?
And she had to be, because she was a superhero. This was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
Oops. Okay, that was a boo-boo. Alright, bonsai! See here?
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse. They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
Here, boop. Bloop, bloop. Oh, there's spikes now. And it's just Claire.
Claire was alone. Which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes? That was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
Isn't the red kryptonite the one that makes you even stronger and crazier? I forget. The Golden Fleece. Let's see here. Oh, there's Thomas. Hey there.
Wow. Deja vu. The world was repeating. And this time Thomas was here. Claire felt something had gone wrong. There was a disturbance in the force. Something had altered the Matrix. The world was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire finally had a nemesis.
Ow. Okay, that's annoying. For some reason I can't really jump while I'm running. Beat. Yeah, for some reason this is a lot harder here. I built projections into the system. When overlaps occur, the world generated a splinter to remove the unwanted additionals. It's like a white blood cell. It investigates, it captures, and it removes from play. Alright, so who's this new guy here?
Laura was pleased this one was behind a wall.
Oh.
Maybe he'd never know what she could do. Maybe they could just have a conversation. Hang out. As long as he didn't find out what she could do. Which would never happen so long as they stayed separate. Laura didn't have time to worry about the ominous pixel cloud. It had been following her for some time, and it had kept itself to itself until now. More important was the little orange thing, which was looking at her in a way that she kind of, well, liked.
Ooh, you can bounce off of her.
As the square, who had shyly introduced himself as Chris, bounced atop Laura, she began to worry that he was just using her like all the others had. They'd all bounced too, and then they disappeared when her back was turned.
Oh. Oh yeah, and apparently there's a trophy if I bounce on top of Laura 100 times. So, yeah, I think now seems to be a bit of a good time to call it here. So I'm just going to get the trophy and then we'll come back later. Alright. So yeah, while Chris is just bouncing on Laura just like everyone else has apparently. Until next time, folks, this is David on David's Brain. See you when I see you, and bye-bye.